Nowadays, cities across the United States are adding red light cameras on intersections. The city then sends them a citation in the mail. Municipalities state they have them for safety reasons. But questions arise whether the cameras are placed more for profit for the city. Many agree that the red light cameras are just another way the cities can get more money from citizens. So should the local governments continue this practice or stop? And are the cameras actually promoting safety, or is this just another way to obtain money? Red light cameras work when the traffic light is on red and are ready to take a picture when someone runs the light. But what is the cost of all this? Since 2003, when the city of Chicago installed the cameras, they have ranked in about $600 million in fines, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. In Texas, cities have received $100 million in fines as well as other cities across the nation who have installed the red light cameras. So how do these cameras get installed? Companies or businesses offer to put up red light cameras in exchange to share the revenue. Usually this occurs in municipalities that are in need of revenue. Per the U.S. PERG Education Fund in New York, Suffolk County gives up about half of its automated revenue to the vendor. Often when contracts are offered, they require the municipalities to shorten the amount of time of the yellow light. Not doing so can result in a fine to the city. So the companies have not been following the Department of Transportation guidelines. So what are some alternatives that can be placed instead of a red light camera? There are multiple solutions. One way is to increase the yellow light time. This method has proven successful in both Virginia and California. The Virginia Department of Transportation has noted significant decrease in traffic violations by increasing the yellow light by 1.5 seconds longer. This also resulted in a 94% drop in traffic violations. Some other alternatives are to help improve intersections for the motorists, since some can be confusing and at times misleading. Placing warning signs or advanced warning lights to notify drivers of lights changing. Improve signage such as signs stating that ahead there is a red light camera enforced. Also, adding traffic lights in certain intersections that could also prevent accidents as well. Depending where the traffic light is facing, the glare in the sun can be blinding and the motorist is not able to see the color of the light. Placing metal backers to the lights can help with the glare in the sun. In Michigan, with the help of AAA, the city of Detroit was able to reduce accidents by 47% without the city implementing red light cameras. Per David Fever, Transportation Engineering Manager for AAA, has also noticed a 50% decrease in traffic violations. These two results were due to the enlargement of the traffic lights by 50% larger. Cities that have placed red light cameras on corners should rethink the idea and should remove them. And according to Kelly Cannon, the entire system is so flawed. In 2015, she helped successfully remove red light cameras from the city of Arlington. Cameras cannot prove who is driving the vehicle. It will not be able to ID the driver. In the state of Texas, only about 20% support the idea of red light cameras at intersections. Republican Senator Bob Hall has called to eliminate red light cameras and has introduced Senate Bill 88. This bill will prohibit future red light cameras to be installed, and a similar bill, Bill 87, would prohibit vehicle registrations to be withheld because of unpaid red light citations. I believe red light cameras benefit the municipalities and local government more than citizens or the motorists. Yes, of course, there are studies that show implementing red light cameras are not about profit. But since there are alternatives, why not use alternatives if the main reason to put them up is to ensure the motorist's safety?